Well, millions of people will no doubt be tuning in this weekend for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, James asked, there's always talk about the high cost of commercials during the Super Bowl. It seems that there are local businesses whose ads play during the game. I'm sure they cannot afford the millions of dollars reportedly for the ads. Are exceptions made for local commercials? Well, here's our Victor Puente with the answer to that good question.
Well, reports put the current cost of a 30-second ad during the Super Bowl at roughly $8 million. That's a high price to pay, but companies are willing to do it for the exposure. Last year's game drew an average of almost 128 million viewers. But not all of those viewers saw the same commercials. Networks reserve a few ad breaks for their local affiliates. They tend to happen during the middle of the game. Those spots allow local channels the opportunity to sell ads during the big game that'll only air in their viewing area. So instead of spending millions, those advertisers will spend thousands. The price varies greatly depending on the size of the market. Regional ads during the Super Bowl in larger markets like New York, LA, and Chicago can still run $100,000 or more. And for some companies, being able to share their Super Bowl commercial on social media is just as important as the eyes to get during the game. The Super Bowl will be back on CBS in 2028. If you have a good question, just email us. Goodquestion@WKYT.com. I'll see you on WKYT Mornings.